Welcome to 959 Phonics. Each day we're going to spend less than 10 minutes a day practicing words and word parts, and that will give us time to go off and read independently and write independently and continue to practice these skills that we've learned together. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. If you have the worksheet, you're going to notice that it looks a little bit different. If you don't have the worksheet, all you need is one piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. If you don't have those things, go off and get them. So do you know what a prefix is or what a suffix is? A prefix is a little part that you can add to a word that changes the meaning of the word. For example, I'm going to zip my jacket. Now I'll add the prefix un, U-N. I unzip my jacket. By adding un to the root or base word of zip, I changed the meaning of the word. Think about the base word care. If I add the letters F-U-L to the end of the word, I have a new word, careful. F-U-L is a suffix, and it changes the meaning of the word. So now let's do this together. If you have a worksheet, get it ready. If you're using blank paper, you'll need 3 columns. This is what the worksheet looks like. So if you don't have the worksheet, just make a spot at the top where it says base or root, and then 3 columns. You're going to write prefixes on one side, you're going to write suffixes on the other side, and long words in the middle. Everyone needs to have port at the top of their page. This is the base word that we're going to use today. So let's take a look at the first word that has that part of port in it. Here is our first word. What word is this? Important. It's important to look at parts and words. Do you see the prefix M, I-M? I-M is the prefix, so on your slide or on your worksheet, you're going to write I-M in the prefix part. Now, what is the suffix on that word? If port is the root, then the suffix starts after the root word. A-N-T is the suffix. So on your chart, you're going to write A-N-T as your suffix. You're going to leave the middle blank for now. Okay, here is our next word that has the part port in it. Read this word. Transportation. What is the prefix in transportation? Right, trans is the prefix. So go ahead and write that in the prefix column. If the root word is port, then we're not going to include this A, it's an extra letter. We're going to just put this suffix, T-I-O-N. Do you know what the suffix T-I-O-N says? It says shun. So you're going to write trans in the prefix part and shun in the suffix part. Awesome. Okay, let's continue doing the same thing with each word. Here's your next one. What's the prefix? You're right, there isn't one. So on this word, port is the root word. We only need to worry about the suffix. You're going to write this part in the suffix part of your chart. Sorry, I have to click through all of them. But here's where it is. Able. So port can sometimes mean carry. So if something is portable, it means that it is able to be carried. All right, here's another word. Read it Importantly, what's the prefix? IM, and we already have that, so you don't have to add it again. But what's the suffix? It actually has two, right? So it has the ant that we already did, so you don't need to write it. And then it has this inflectional ending, ly. We can add that to our chart. So let's go back and make sure we have all of those. There it is, ly. Write that in the suffix. So we're still leaving this middle part blank for now. Do you know this word? Export, you're right. So what's the prefix on export? Write it in the prefix part. Does it have a suffix? No, it does not. So you're going to write that X right there on the prefixes. All right, read this word. Exporting. So we already have, you're right, that prefix. Here's the root word port. What's the ending or the suffix? ing, and we certainly see that on a lot of words. So add that to your suffix column. There it is, ing. And it's our last one. Here's the root word port. So what's the prefix? Put that in the prefix column. And what's the suffix? Put that in the suffix column. And then check your chart and see if you have all of the prefixes and suffixes that I have listed. Now, how do you think you would do if I were to give you a spelling test of the words, the long words that we did today? Give yourself a thumbs up. I do amazing. A thumbs sideways. I do okay. Or a thumbs down. All right, so I think we could try this out. Remember, port will be in the middle, and you're going to use the parts that you already have on the sides to help you spell the word. So the first word I want you to write is important. So I'm going to go M, prefix is right here, IM, so I'm going to write it right here. Root word is port, and then ant, A-N-T. So in my chart, I'm going to write important. So use those parts to help you as you write these words. Oops. All right, here's your next one. And I'm not going to post them. You're going to put it on your worksheet and then show it to someone in your family and have them check you. Here's the next one. Let's try reporter. So what's the prefix? Write it down. Root word. Reporter. Which of these suffixes do you want to use? Write it down. Here's your next one. Portable. Portable. Use the prefixes and suffixes to help you write portable. Does it have a prefix? No, it does not. Use the root word, and then what's the ending? You're going to add the suffix you're going to add. Write the word transportation. Okay, so start with the prefix. Root word, transport. Now remember, this one has that A in there. And then what's the ending that says shun? How about importantly? Write the word importantly. Prefix, root word, first suffix, second suffix. Export. Write the word export. How about exporting? Add an extra suffix. So prefix, root word, exporting. Okay, so breaking these long words apart can help you to spell new words and read new words.